That means I'm live because Beau did it last week, and now I know. What's going on, everybody? Welcome.
Okay, you say it's like I don't do that every fucking week.
Well, I forgot last time. I wasn't. No, I didn't forget. I wasn't paying it as much of attention as I should be. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Live on Two Wheels, your weekly motorcycle live show here on the Chase on Two Wheels YouTube channel that we do every single week, talking about the most updated motorcycle information on the market. And then, of course, the main topic that we will be talking about today, which is finally the huge news that we have been teasing you guys with for weeks. Also, this is a podcast. It's also a live show, and it's available on lots of different platforms. Here, let me tell you some. Do you want to watch us live? Great. You're here in the right place. Chase on Two Wheels YouTube channel, Thursday night, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Are you not available at this time of the day? Totally understandable, but you still want to watch us? Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel. Top link down below. Go check it out. Subscribe over there. If you guys want to make comments on these videos, make the comments over there. They will live in perpetuity, and we can respond to them.
$5 word out there.
Ooh, perpetuity. Also, do you not want to look at us? Which, I mean, of course everybody wants to look at Beau. He is wearing a onesie today, and we'll describe why. But if maybe you want to listen to us while you ride or something like that, we are also available as a podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcast. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcast, make sure to leave a review. We love you long time. If you leave a review, if you're only listening, it won't make sense, but Beau's standing up showing off his onesie, and now he's lost his chair. If you're only listening, I do highly recommend you watch episode 12 because Beau is in a Buc-ee's onesie. And if you don't know what that is, I'm sure he'll happily describe that to you. But guys, if you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure to leave a review so I can dramatically read it. And since I didn't grab one this week, but I will next week, Beau, can I have dramatic music so I could read a ghost review that we have available? 5 stars by Willie T. This show rocks the cheese off a 20, if you know what I mean. Fun, informative, entertaining, and sometimes makes me feel better about myself. Keep it up. Wait, Ghost, what does this show rocks the cheese off a 20? Why is somebody putting cheese on a 20? Oh, I mean, do you use a 20 as a coaster for cheese?
Like a cheese delivery device?
Yeah. Well, no, he doesn't eat the 20. Do you not want cheese residue on your table, so you put it on top of a $20 bill? Like, how do you roll?
Cheese coaster. He's fucking rolling in dough over there.
He's rolling in 20s, so much the fact that he uses the 20 as a cheese coaster. Yeah. I love that story, and I don't care what you actually do, Ghost. That's what I'm going to pretend from now on. Okay.
Also, to answer the question, no, I didn't lose a bet. I made this decision on my own to buy this thing.
He sure did, guys. All right, so that's what it is.
24 hours.
Now, like I said, guys, today's topic, we have been talking about it for weeks. We haven't been able to say anything about it because Chase has gotten in trouble for saying things before he should say them, so we don't say things anymore. But we got in-house a Harley Davidson Sportster S. We're going to talk about it more in today's episode, but first off, we got some stuff to talk about. Also, at the end of the show, if you guys didn't know, we have a really cool Discord page. It's full of motorcycle enthusiasts, probably just like yourself. So, if you want to have a Discord page you can go to and talk motorcycle, we got you.
You said page again.
I said page. Server. I'm sorry. I'm old and I'm learning.
You don't have to say the server. It's implied. Just we have a Discord.
Oh, you can say it like that?
Yes. You fucking boomer.
We have a Discord. You guys should go check it out. I'm sure a link is in our description. And if you go over there, there's a Live on Two Wheels section, which is currently the show you're watching. So, if you go over to our Discord, I'm going to show you guys in a second whenever my Discord page loads up. In a moment.
Always prepared, man.
Always prepared, man. Okay, so if you... Where's our Discord? It's gone.
Why is it yours at the bottom?
I have no idea, and I'd really like to talk to you one day where we can make that not like that, because it's really annoying. Okay, so if you guys are on our Discord, holy shit. Okay, staying focused. This is our Live on Two Wheels Discord page. If you notice, are you on my screen?
Stop. saying, Paige, yes, up on your screen.
I did it again. I'm so sorry. Guys, up here in the top right, look at that. Threads. Click on that. Boom. Look at that. Season 2, episode 12. Let's click into it. Now, we're not going to go through this yet. In the last 5 minutes of the show, me and Beau spend the last glorious minutes of this show, every episode, in this specific thread for each episode. That is a place where you guys can upload memes or funny things, anything to make us laugh. We like ending the show on a funny note.
Yep.
If we choose yours, we think yours is the funniest. If the audience on that Discord thinks that yours is the funniest, we will give you a $50 Revzilla gift card because we like you and we appreciate your participation.
Yeah.
So that is the last 5 minutes of the show. Also, Jason, how about the Grom bagger build? Thanks for the super chat. Also, no idea what the Grom bagger build is, but I would love to know more.
We should. I don't know if that's a thing we've ever announced, maybe in jest, but now I can't stop
Now I
thinking
want
about
a
it.
Grom bagger build. Okay, somebody.
Do you remember the photo that went around? It was like a meme that went around of this guy who took a ZX14 and put like hard case saddlebags on it and turned it into like a bagger.
I do not.
It's hilarious.
That does sound hilarious. Yeah. He thinks we need to do that for our next build.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm not going to be the one to argue that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Beau, guess what time it is? Guess what time of the week it is?
I don't know. You know, my brain is fucking totally off. So you're just gonna have to spoon feed me. All right,
fair.
I'm a baby bird.
Ghost just reminded me before I get to that, we do want to give a shout out to one of our Discord members. We have an area on our Discord called Moto Photo. You guys can share photos of your motorcycles or places you go. Check out Ranus. Check out this guy, a little CBR. I think this is a 500.
Yeah.
That's a good looking bike.
Yeah.
Also impeccably clean.
Look at that garage.
Right.
It's just you live in like the cleanest.
Does this not give you your old FZ6 vibes?
I think when I glanced at it, that's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah. It's a good looking bike.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to another Discord member. Oh, a 650F.
Yeah.
Solid.
Nice.
So you guys go check out Moto Photo. There's a lot of. We have some Discord members that take amazing photos.
Yeah,
by the way, I click through because I'm a very photo focused person. So I'll click through the Moto Photo section. I'm like, damn, bro, I need to step my shit up. I feel like I'm losing a game or something.
So Chase, this brings up a very good point in that.
What, I should always shoot RAW and never JPEG?
Oh my God, there's that. We'll talk about that.
Still mad about it.
With the Discord, we've got a very active group in there, and it's a lot of fun. And that is going to start stepping up on our side here fairly shortly.
Yeah, we can talk about that too now.
Yep.
Well, wait. Well, it's not.
We can talk it because we're in the last phases of it. So
so we're in the last phases of our. If we haven't told you guys, I don't think we have because we've been trying to keep it pretty hush hush. But we have been working for months at this point on making our own WBR garage website.
Yeah, specifically just for.
Like right now, you guys are probably used to us being like, go check out Patreon. A little of $5 a month, you can become a member and you can win our motorcycles that we build. So for the last few months, it's probably been like 6 at this point. Yeah. We've been building our own website, and we are in the beta stages right now. We're not going to tell you the URLs and all that kind of stuff, so you can't go to it. We're rounding
the corner, and one of those things is going to be Discord is going to get a lot more love on our end.
It's going to be integrated with our website, so we are very excited. It's a good time to get in Discord and get used to
Discord's basically an early access game on Steam right now.
Yeah,
you can come in and have some fun.
Yeah, talk with some people about motorcycles and stuff like that. And then in probably a month, Discord is going to start evolving into its new form. So you guys make sure to go check out our Discord, not the Discord page. All right.
It doesn't count if you say not the thing that you're not supposed to say.
Well, fair. So, before we get into our other segments, we have
a new segue into segments. I need you to find new ways to say what you say, because you go, all right, before we get into it.
Yeah, that's what you said.
That's like 14 things that we've gotten into before. So just, all right, now it's time for
the Ghost Tip of the Week.
Yep.
Sponsored by our buddy, Ghost on Two Wheels, who is actually on Instagram at Ghost on Two Wheels.
Yes.
All right, Ghost Tip of the Week. Don't ask Google for medical advice. You can go from a mild headache to clinically dead in like 3 clicks. Ask my wife. This is true. 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, so just don't ask Google. That was good, Ghost. Thank you for always making me laugh every single week. This is invaluable. All right, guys, now it is time for our next segment, the Quick Shifter, which is a way for Chase to not talk too long about subjects that you guys might find interesting in the motorcycle realm.
Yes.
I only have 30 seconds. Ghost has made this into a video. I can't make it. I guess I can pause it.
You focused. We have 30 seconds.
Oh, well, I'm just being realistic with the brain deadness. And we're going to explain why Beau and I are true zombies today.
It's like this beaver doesn't even exist.
This beaver will always exist, but don't worry. Okay, theater mode. All right, quick shifter segment. Let's go.
Ooh.
Pause. You're on my screen, right? Hold the hell on.
So quick.
There.
So quick. That's the fastest beaver alive.
Hold on. I have to get.
Ghost.
Okay. Can confirm beaver on the logo. If you guys are just listening, I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, wait. Can't pause. First up, CF Moto bringing the 450 SR sport bike to China initially at just over 5K. Holy shit.
That's pretty cool.
At just over 5K USD, will it come to the US? It better.
Yeah.
Bro, are you kidding me? That looks like a Panigale. Yeah. That looks like a 450 Panigale.
They make sharp looking bikes, especially in the seeing that it's a low end.
Bro, we did a whole episode of CF Moto. If you guys don't know who they are, watch our last week's show. You'll find out really quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This bike looks amazing.
Yeah,
like a 450 Panigale is surely what it looks.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ducati has another positive sales period for Q1 of 2022 with the Multistrada V4 leading the way. Damn right it is. What a good bike that is. Look at Ducati. They get bought up by Volkswagen, and then they are just slaying. Good to see that.
Yeah.
Ducati's been making some really good improvements recently, so I'm not surprised
100%.
that the market is like, oh, Ducatis aren't like this eclectic, crazy thing recently. They're actually getting to be like super polished. So I love seeing that. As a fan of Ducati that can't afford them, I'm here for it. Prototype Triumph from 1901 has been found and restored to running order by Triumph collector Dick Shepard.
Oh, that's cool.
Bro.
That's cool.
Can you imagine?
Also, that guy looks like he's from 1901.
I was going to say, that guy looks like that was his bike.
Original owner, garage kept.
No shade to Dick, but like, I mean, you look the part. He looks like a Dick Shepard, and he looks like he'd be a Triumph collector. I don't think anybody's going to be surprised. Yeah, that is incredibly cool. What are the odds, though? 1901?
Yeah,
121 years ago? Jesus. Next up, Yamaha putting its Tenere 700 World Raid in the Africa Eco Race, a 12-stage rally from Monaco to Dakar.
Exactly why it was designed.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't want to ride anything right now, but like I would probably in a week, I would love the opportunity to ride that motorcycle in a crazy environment.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bro, that is the zombie apocalypse bike.
Yeah.
Like what else would you want other than that?
Fun fact, I liked the T7 more than I liked the M207.
I haven't got an opportunity. Next up, Moto America at Road Atlanta on April 22nd through the 24th. Yanto, not Trey, said he was going. Who else?
Yeah.
This is actually a perfect opportunity. All the guys in the shop, other than me, are actually going to this. We've got tickets. I don't know how often you guys are going to be there, but we have a link in our description of this video to go check it out. So you guys go click that link and check it out. All the team will be there.
Yep.
Which is pretty freaking sweet.
Yep. I'll be showing up on a Sportster S.
Beau is super excited. Oh, wait. We're going to talk about the Sportster S this entire... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's advice.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Quick Shifter segment featuring Beau as Bucky. Alrighty, fam. That is that now we got to get to housekeeping. That's all we get. Just housekeeping is our segment where we talk about what went on this week, guys, and we kind of update you guys with what's going on. If you guys aren't following us over on Instagram, which I think our Instagram tags are on the screen right now, we have been working on a video for a month or so now, doing all the pre-production stuff. You guys know we've been trying really hard to do a lot of pre-production on our videos so they can be higher quality. So yesterday we were shooting a shifted video, an iron butt video. If you guys don't know what an iron butt is, it's basically you got 24 hours and you have to ride 1,000 miles. There's a lot of technical stuff you got to do. You got to take photos of it.
Yeah.
You got to take photos of your odometer. You got to print out every gas receipt, and you use the gas receipt as a proof
that's good information that you've just given. But the most important information is that we left at 4 a.m.
Yeah, our day started at I think Beau and I got to the shop at 3:45 a.m. and me, Beau, and Trace set out to do an iron butt on Yamaha's awesome Tracer 9 GT that we've had in the shop for a while. It is literally a perfect idea. So, or it's a perfect motorcycle for that user case. So we set out at 4, and if you guys have seen our shifted videos recently, they're pretty high production quality. We like to put a lot of energy in those.
Yeah.
An iron butt by itself is challenging for a rider, to ride 1,000 miles. That's a lot of miles to put on in a day, just regardless of what kind of motorcycle you have. But when you add producing a high quality video into it, we had the drone, we had multiple cameras, we were doing photo, video, Instagram, we literally doing the entire board. And we were still filming at midnight last night with
100 miles to go.
With 100 miles to go. Obviously, we had until 4 a.m. that night, so we could have made it. And at, I think it was 1:30 in the morning, we were at our last gas stop before our final push to get to the end of it.
Which incidentally was our first gas stop.
We circumnavigated Georgia yesterday. We went, we're in Atlanta. We're in the Atlanta area. We went to Florida and then to the coast of Georgia and then all the way back up to the top of Georgia. We literally created a giant triangle yesterday. We have all the footage. We're still gonna make a video out of it, but we had something catastrophic happen at 1:30 in the morning. It wasn't necessarily our fault. It was nothing we could do about it. But in order for everyone involved and the crew to get back to the shop safely, we had to abandon the challenge with 50 miles to go and 2 hours to make it happen.
Yeah.
And long story short, it did not happen.
Yeah.
So
moral of that story is safety first, not safety third.
Yeah. Yeah, so
and
obviously
Jamil has a very good point in the chat. The attempt alone is wild, and we are proud of what we accomplished in that.
Given
time.
the circumstances,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have changed anything we did.
Yeah.
I don't know when Beau got to bed last night. I think I finally I got
fell
home
asleep as I opened the front door.
I think I got home and fell asleep at 3:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
And we are just zombies today.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. That's why our energy level, I don't even have my reserve energy today.
Yeah.
Cause typically cameras start rolling and I can perk up.
All our fuel is spent, and in its place it was 18 hours of junk food.
Yeah, so we did this really funny thing. Beau had a funny idea. We were gonna film we're getting a little too into this topic, but I want to tell you guys about it because it just recently happened. I'm excited about it. So Beau had this idea. We're trying to make TikTok videos these days, and Beau was like, it would be funny if at every gas stop, either Trey or Beau go into the gas stop and they get some sort of random snack, and I had to do a snack review every single gas stop. And I don't typically eat bad food. Me and Heather have a pretty healthy eating schedule thing, so I don't typically eat like that. my body was so like, what is happening? DEFCON 5. This has to stop. But we had a pretty interesting time.
It's just grown men. When you get to a certain age, it's just like, how badly do I want to ruin my next day? Like, yeah, that's what food intake does.
I did learn that I don't think we will be attempting another iron butt. At least not the production level of an iron butt. If I do an iron butt, it's just going to be me and some GoPros.
There's another one in our future, but I think we learned a valuable lesson in that.
We learned a ton.
Yeah. And one of those things is, and we've talked about this before, riding with people makes time go by faster.
If I'll put it that way, if we do another one, it's not going to be a production car that follows and we get camera angles on every stop. It'll literally be motorcycles, GoPros, some batteries. Let's go.
Nice.
Like, that's it. Like, that'd be the only way, and none of this like ridiculous production stuff. That's what really threw it off yesterday. But anyway, we don't know when that video is going to come out. We literally just filmed everything yesterday. I have a very interesting email to send to Yamaha now that I accidentally avoided today. But we'll, whenever that video comes out, maybe we'll do a live on Two Wheels, kind of like talking about it after the fact or something like that. So that's the whole reasoning why Beau has his Bucky's onesie on. And that's why our energy levels are just like ridiculously low.
Tanked. And it consumed a lot of our stuff for the week.
Yeah.
Like, outside of that, the only thing we've been doing is like trundling along with Wreck Bike Rebuild. I'm trying to get as much done as quickly as possible. We're like rounding the corners for all the bikes. So it's like that exists just in the background as we're doing everything else. So our entire
we fill in every single day with an episode of WBR Garage. Also, this week had a WBR Garage episode come out. Do you know what episode came out this week? The crank up of the CBR 1000.
Oh, yes.
The engine is in. The bike cranks up. We don't have any of the pretty stuff on it because we didn't want to tease you. We wanted to tease you guys. And we got to hold on to something. Nobody's seen that. We haven't even seen that motorcycle fully dressed yet. Yeah. I'm intentionally doing that because I know how excited I'm going to get when I see that bike fully dressed, because like my whole like vision is going to come together at that point. So I'm holding that off so I can get like a burst of energy for a like an end cinematic video thing.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah. We also had the video that we're going to talk about today come out on Wednesday, and tomorrow we have a first ride coming out of a Honda CRF 450 RL. Mm-hmm. It's essentially a dirt bike that is somehow road legal. Yeah. So there's that. You guys will have that. Should be live at like 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you guys make sure to check that out if you're into the whole dirt bikes that are somehow legal on the road. So on Wednesday, we can actually get to the topic for today.
Yes.
Hey, we're only 24 minutes in. That's fine.
Okay. Look,
that's why we're here.
We preface this by saying that it's going to be a shit show.
Honestly, guys, I'm surprised that Beau and I are here. I didn't know if today's episode was going to happen. I was like, in my head, I was like, are we going to actually have to cancel an episode? We have not canceled an episode yet. Since the starting of this, we have not missed a week unless it was like Christmas, I think. Yeah. Like an actual like serious week. So I
legitimately thought you were going to give me.
You thought I was going to not come?
Like, hey, I can't do this because I am a broken old man.
I am a broken old man, but nonetheless, I love doing live on Two Wheels. I love you guys that are here live, and I want to be here, so we're here. And also, yes, to Luke in the chat. Beau did hit the record button today. So everybody in the chat,
don't patronize me.
Bro, after yesterday, you get a clap for hitting that record button. We're all proud of it. And if we can all remember,
this feels like a hungover special. It feels like a hungover special.
If you think it feels like a hungover special, you should be here, or you should have been there yesterday. But before I get into too many other topics, I'm sorry, now I'm pandering. All right, so we've been teasing you guys for weeks. telling you guys that huge news was going to happen, and we couldn't say anything because
we don't know if we couldn't say anything, but we didn't.
Yeah, we weren't sure, and also like I don't want to jinx stuff. Like I honestly believe like I've had the thing in the past where I tell my audience about things too early. And then something happens. You see this all the time because, like, I'm able to tell you guys, like, hey, this sponsorship deal came in or this happened. And then, for no fault of our own, it just goes away. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, conversations just stop or whatever for no reason. So that happens a lot. Right. It is what it is.
I just looked at the mile note real quick, and I noticed the Ghost Tip of the Week is sponsored.
Oh, the Ghost Tip of the Week is sponsored.
What?
By SmartCon.
SmartCon.
Have you guys seen this? SmartCon 2022? It's going to be going down in Nashville, Tennessee.
Ghost, is this actually going to be a thing?
SmartCon is actually a thing.
Nice.
If you guys want information, go over to our Discord and ask Andy or Andrew. Yeah. They'll give you info.
Cool. Sorry, that just caught me off guard.
No, you're fine. So, yeah, we've been teasing you guys this huge news. Didn't want to tell you, but... you guys probably noticed we get a lot of loaner bikes in here. They are in a constant rotation, which is awesome. Super thankful about that. Now, Harley, which if you guys don't remember, late last year, Harley for the first time reached out to us and were like, Chase, we want you to come to a press launch of a Sportster S. And typically the way it goes in the shop is if we have a motorcycle manufacturer reach out to us, if I can make it possible, I always like to be like the first guy to do a press launch just so I can like meet the people I need to meet and make the connections I want to make. And then after that, I can like send the guys out.
Yeah, if it was like a rapid fire. It was Sportster S Pan America.
Yeah.
Like, there was no conversation between Harley and us, and then it was like, here's these two giant motorcycles that we're trying to... Like, here you go. And that started the relationship with Harley in a very strong way. And
yeah, Harley came out of absolutely nowhere.
So here's something like behind the scenes that everybody else doesn't know. When we go to these press events, they often have media people there. Whoever Harley has hired is phenomenal. That's not to talk shit about any other people, right?
But like, Harley's team that they get for media capture is so good.
Like all the crazy like off the bike footage that you guys saw in both of the videos, including like drone shots and stuff like that comes from them. They are amazing. So
Harley has a specific team. Like they have a company that they
swinging when it came to like so like we've gotten both of these events like one after the other, and then it's off to the races, and that led you into a conversation with him.
Yeah, so I go out to the Sportster S press launch, and we did like 3 episodes of Live on Two Wheels, like up to the Sportster S launch. It was hilarious. I go out to the launch, I meet all these Harley people. They are absolutely awesome people to work with.
100%.
And that's been what I've found for a lot of these press launches is working with the actual OEM people is so cool to work with.
Or like the brand that works with them as well. It's like, it's always been like really cool to see that relationship. So also, we have a great contact in Sweds.
Yes.
He's amazing.
Sweds is the man. Sweds is our Harley contact. So, we started the conversation there, got to meet them, and you guys knew before that point with the Sportster S, I really didn't have a lot of cruiser content. I had probably ridden 4.
Yeah,
in my entire life, a Victory Magna.
Only one in any sort of reasonable manner, too.
Yeah, exactly. And as people call out in one of my videos, I didn't consider the bobber that we built a cruiser for some reason, but that is technically a cruiser. So, regardless, 4 cruisers total. And I fly out to California. I think we were riding around the hills of LA and stuff.
Did a little stint in the LA River.
Yeah, had a phenomenal time on this Sportster. It checked off so many boxes, and it made me... honestly, and you can ask the guys this, I came back from that with an entirely different perspective of what a cruiser can be. I had a lot of stereotypes in my head, and that was probably my own ignorance for not spending time on cruisers. Came back from that Sportster S launch, and I was like, guys, for one, Harley's doing some really interesting stuff. We've talked about in previous shows... honestly, I'm not really interested in the old stuff Harley's done in the past. Anything with their new Revolution engine, I'm super interested in. So I am in that demographic of people where
I'm in the other one.
Yeah, which is
love
perfect.
the big air cooled V twins. I mean, it's technically not air cooled. It is air cooled, but it's also the cooling is in the head.
Right, which is I love the fact that we have this kind of split. It's not a split in the shop. It's not like we're arguing over this stuff. It's just like what we prefer.
Yeah.
So I go out to this Sportster S launch. I come back with this brand new interest in like what cruisers are.
Yeah.
So then Trey started with the shop in early this year, and y'all two fucking teaming up got me on 3 cruisers in a row.
Yeah. Incidentally, the Indian Scout, I think, was you just from editing it was your most favorite of those, and it is the most like the Sportster S was more of a sport cruiser. So having ridden, I rode the Honda Fury, I rode the Harley. What did I? As a Lowrider S.
Lowrider S.
Customized,
yeah. So it was a used model, and then I rode the
Indian Scout.
The Indian Scout was probably my favorite one that I had ridden.
You loved the Rocket 3. You loved the Indian Scout, and you loved the Sportster. So you clearly, he has a type.
So I think it's fair to say that I am a fan of the sporty cruiser segment.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, the Sportster S absolutely ruined me.
Yeah.
In a way that it gave me everything I enjoyed out of a cruiser, because I got to have that sporty feel, but I didn't have any of the negatives. Now, my main negative with the Sportster is the suspension was a little hard when I rode it out in California.
That's everybody's.
Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of the suspension. I think like something like the Rocket 3 had a much better suspension than the Sportster. But the Rocket 3 and the Sportster are very different motorcycles. Like, at least to me, incredibly different. Like, I feel 2 totally different ways.
I can see where you would feel that one's more of a lumbering, like, power
behemoth.
Yeah, but they both have the same design ethos in both the engineering and the aesthetic of it, which is here is a thing that is not your grandpa's touring cruiser.
Right.
It is here is performance.
Okay, that's fair. So maybe I'm niching the Rocket and the Sportster down too much.
Yeah.
So because they definitely fit the category, right? Because we just talked about like that's the cruiser category I'm kind of into.
Yeah. I think the Indian Scout falls into that category too.
Yeah, totally.
Especially
totally
considering the displacement size of it, like compared to the Sportster S, it's not in the same league as far as power numbers.
Right.
But it definitely rides like that and it has that vibe.
Yeah, it's not even about numbers because it's not like we're comparing these bikes, but it's more of like what type of riding
the fucking Rocket would be like miles.
Yeah, exactly. It's more about like what type of riding is the bike kind of designed around.
Yeah.
And that's why those are all kind of in that kind of sporty category that we're talking about. But I ride all these cruisers on these first rides, and I'm getting to the point now where I can ride a cruiser and I can think about what I like and don't like about it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get enough cruisers under my belt. And guys, every single time I would come back from a first ride, I would tell the guys, I think I said this almost every single time, that bike had some good stuff going for it and had some stuff I didn't like. And at the end of the day, when I got off of a first ride, every single time it was like, and now I appreciate the Sportster S even more. It was like, I don't know if it's just
all that conversation that we're having internally, and now we have this relationship with Harley. So how did we get to the point where we actually have one?
Right. So Harley, if you guys haven't noticed, and you guys are probably, if you're here on YouTube watching a live show, you're probably in the kind of YouTube-y online space. Harley, it almost as if they flipped a switch and were like, hey, online, real important, spend money doing stuff there. You know what I mean? That you're seeing all us YouTubers coming out to these press launches. Harley did a 180 like turn on how they consider the online space, YouTube, Instagram, all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
So in doing that, obviously they have the conversation of loaning bikes out and stuff. We got an email asking us how we would feel about being given a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Just straight up, like here has type situation. Not a loaner bike, not a long-term loaner.
I think it was like framed as like let's get this bike in there and get you to do your normal like regular couple of videos on it, and then it is what can we do within the bounds of like the HD catalog. Let's try to find the most interesting things we can do for like a year.
Which is not abnormal. Like we've done that with a lot of Yamaha bikes too. We have them for a long period of time. They send them out. Send us out some Yamaha parts to put on them.
Yeah.
Like, so we've done that before.
And this was the first time that another brand besides Yamaha.
And also Yamaha's like down the street. Yeah. So like we kind of feel like it's not like we get special treatment, but like we're far easier to work with just because of location alone.
Yeah. But like, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first time that any other brand has talked about something so long term. Like, really what it comes down to is there is a year's worth of content locked for this bike, and to see what all we can do with it, starting with genuine accessories,
right,
and our standard run-of-the-mill videos, and then our more high-produced videos, and then, like, get into some more, like, very niche, like, customization, mods.
There's only so much we can do with the loaner bike. And the second that you unlock it...
It was, it was
like, oh, then we can do whatever we want.
The fuck we want to it.
But another part of it is, if you think about it, it obviously, you know, if you're outside the channel looking in, you're like, oh, it must be nice to be given a motorcycle. And it is. But if you think about it from Harley's perspective, what's a Sportster S go for? 16 grand?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So if we have a motorcycle in our shop and we make 3 videos a week on the YouTube channel, if we make any video about a cruiser, a first ride, whatever have you, if we do a comparison video, what bike are we going to automatically default to?
Well, it goes back to our previous conversations about other types of bikes. Having bikes in here, like... I know it can seem like very like, oh, these content creators get all this crazy treatment, and it is a privilege to get that, but it's also a business transaction because, like, let's just say a company wants to get a bike in here, right, and they want videos on it. It makes so much sense to put varied amount of motorcycles into a shop like this, because at the end of the day, like you said, if it's here and it's getting ridden, right, and it's just in the background existing in our shop,
right,
it is by default a point of reference for anything that's in that market. And we've talked about it. I'd love to get like dirt bikes in here. I'd love to get ADV bikes, cruisers, like have several different types of bikes as shop bikes or owned by us, right?
Yeah.
And that way it's like, oh, by default, if Moto Guzzi puts a bike in our shop, right, and it's a touring bike, then every time that you touch a touring bike, your brain's going to default to what you know, which is riding the Moto Guzzi around, right? Yeah. And you're going to be like, oh, yeah, anytime there's a cruiser in the house now, the Sportster S is going to be like a good point of reference for you. So
like, even if it's not in a video, we're probably going to be mentioning it
just
every
makes
time.
sense. So you got to think of this from a business standpoint, and like, a lot of these brands, these OEs are seeing the benefit of having a relationship with content creators because it does make more. We've talked to several of them across all different types of OEs where we
do as much as we can to get as many types of bikes in here as possible, because
it makes sense for them, right?
We can only I can say a lot, but I can only say so much in a 30-minute first drive video.
Yeah. And
this is what I tell every OEM company. It's like, if you can get us a bike here in the shop, because like I can give everybody, like I'm pretty good at giving a first impression of a bike.
Yeah.
Right? Been doing that for quite a while now. But there's a lot of information that you can't really get to in 30 minutes. Like I can't get to anything other than like we have our little checklist of the things I have to talk about.
Like the important things that people would do when they got on the bike.
Yeah, we've got like this high level list, but if you want anything under that surface level knowledge, we have to have it here for a month in order to give it the time to make a cool video on it.
You're out they're out a motorcycle for a month at the bottom end of the spectrum, and what they get in return is like an infinite amount of years of advertisement for the algorithm to push out.
Right. And also these companies are doing loaner bikes anyway. Like the motorcycle magazines, every single OEM sends them bikes to do videos on.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if they do videos, but like just to write articles on the shit.
Yeah.
So like if you're already doing that,
sense.
why not like tack a YouTuber in? But so we say all that to make the point of
some companies understand it more.
Yeah, so you have Harley who had never contacted us until late last year.
Yeah.
And now we're early the next year, and that's how fast they're moving in social media space to the point where they're giving YouTubers motorcycles
without showing too much of how their sausage is made. It is solely due to the fact that they now have people in points of contact within their company that see the value of that relationship with content creators. And let's be clear about how I feel, and I've said this before. I think I said it in the Indian. Like, these companies are here to sell motorcycles. That's their whole.
At the end of the day, that's where they're.
That's what they care about.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is true with your experience, but my experience is that like there's a separation between the company and the people that work for the company, and it is
right.
It is, yes, the company is there to make money, and the people working for them are working there so that they can get to that point. But like our contact at Harley really sees the value and enjoys the process of working with content creators to make cool content because, he fucking loves riding motorcycles and he loves his job and he wants to do the best of it. And so he brought these things to go like, hey, what about this? And he really came to bat for us and other content creators with the Harley Sportster S. So we do that, and then we go pick it up.
Oh, and then there's what? Another motorcycle chilling?
Yeah, and there's another motorcycle chilling. So,
yeah.
So we had a 30 day, like what is it, 30 days for it?
We have it's the Livewire,
yeah,
right? The Livewire one,
yeah.
Not the Harley Livewire.
Yeah.
So in going and picking up the Sportster S that's staying here permanently, we do have a Livewire, which I was going to do a first ride on today, but
scratch that.
Yeah, once everything that happened yesterday happened, I was like, I can't safely do a first ride today.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be doing a first ride next week on it. If I actually, maybe, I don't know, who knows. But very excited for the Livewire.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, I imagine most of you do, but Livewire, totally electric motorcycle.
Yeah.
But that thing's going to be pretty cool. We've only got it for a month, so it's, we're only going to have time for maybe a shifted and a first ride. So it's not a lot, but we're going to make as much content on that one as possible.
But that's going to be like our, it's really funny because like now that we have the Sportster S and it is like the shop bike, it can kind of go like in the background to get all the good videos like formulated in a very, very purposeful way.
Right.
So like we want to get the Livewire and get as many videos as we can on that.
We have to because we only have only
30
certain
days.
time. But one of the cool things I'm really excited to actually put to test is me being new to the cruiser space. There's a lot of people that talk about Harley reliability and they are, complain about that kind of stuff. I'm over here like, okay, cool. We have one in the shop now.
Okay, so can I just say something about that?
Sure.
Harleys haven't been unreliable in like 15, 20 years.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about the comments that we see when we're making content about the Sportster S.
I look at those kind of comments that are like, okay, you're repeating what you've heard. Like, I've looked at the actual numbers of reliability, and they're in the top like 8 for reliability.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Out of all their machines, and they sell a large portion of machines. They have a huge market advantage over other brands. Mm-hmm. They have something like I think it's like a 15 or 18% mechanical issue rating, and that means of all the bikes that they sell in a year, 15 to 18% have something wrong with them. That doesn't mean they break the fuck down. That's either a recall or some mechanical or maintenance issue outside of regular maintenance.
Interesting. Do we know what other numbers are for other companies?
I think I want to say Yamaha was on like the 7 to 9%.
Oh, Yamaha being Yamaha though.
Yeah, and then you go up the list, and it's margins of like 1% for each bump up. And then now Triumph is in like the top 10, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, which Triumph also, like, here's the thing: when you listen about people bitching about Harleys, it was the older Harleys. It's one of those tropes, those stereotypes that have existed since Harley's been around for so long.
Right.
It's easy to go, oh, Harleys are unreliable. I'm like, yeah, for a while, but then, it got better, like it do.
Ducati was the same way. Ducatis were like
Triumphs were
unrideable
horrible
for a while. Not unrideable, but like they were very raw.
Yeah.
And they are very polished.
Triumph was the same way. Triumph were one of the most unreliable motorcycles for a brief period of time, and then now they're like fantastic and they're premium. And
Triumphs are
same thing with Harley.
So the point was that I'm being new to this sector of motorcycling. You see these comments, and I literally until just now, because me and you have never talked about that before. I didn't know that was just like people regurgitating information. So I'm excited. Are you okay?
Are you not looking at Milanote? Scroll to the left on your Milanote for me. wait, I gotta show people.
Jesus Christ.
That looks like raw bacon.
It looks like you just ripped the side of a cow off.
Yep.
Honestly. Okay, so we have to go to a break, but I will end with saying I'm excited to be in a position where I don't have to listen to comments, or I can put comments to the test and be like, look.
Is that a true statement?
Yeah, we've put 10,000 miles on it. We've put 20,000 miles on it. Here's the problems that we have. Because, I love people's information and, suggestions to point us in a direction, but I'm never going to make a consensus on it based on that. Yeah, because me and you have talked way too much about how that can cause issues.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to jump to an ad real quick, guys, because we got to keep the lights on. So we're going to jump to an ad.
Just the two of them, though. We don't care about any of the
Yes, just these two lights, like my light and then Beau's light. And that's the only lights we need to keep up. Well, that's what if you don't watch the ad, this is what the show looks like. What's going on, guys? This episode of Live on Two Wheels is brought to you by Revzilla's RPM membership. What that is basically a membership program that only costs $60 a year, not a month, but a year, and you get a ton of rewards from it. It's kind of like Amazon Prime for Revzilla. So if you're buying a lot of motorcycle gear, especially on Revzilla, this could be really interesting for you. Check out all of the things you get for this. So you're going to get free 2-day shipping and returns. You're going to get 10% off exclusive brands. You're going to get 5% cash back, period. Also, for you first-time members, you're going to get $15 in cash back from the moment you get this membership. It's also going to include early access to sales and phone lines and exclusive events. So if you're somebody that buys a ton of gear and could find a lot of value in this RPM thing, by all means, we'll have a link for you down in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting the show by going to that link. And thank you, Revzilla, for sponsoring this episode.
RPM membership also applies to cycle gear and J&P cycles. There, I updated the ad.
We'll see you guys with the rest of the show. Every time I hear the updated ad thing, I can't help but smile. I don't want to do...
You just wait until I purchase that plugin for Final Cut.
Oh, God.
There's a puppet plugin.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Bro. Okay, anyway. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for watching through that ad.
What's going on, guys? Like, this is the beginning
they're back. They just had to watch through an ad. We're coming back. We're welcoming the people back to the show. So... Revolution Maxi, Sportster SE, we've got it in perpetuity. I rode it home from the Harley. Oh, this is another note. We picked the bike up from Killer Creek, and I know you want to talk about the Revolution Max engine, but I just want to mention Killer Creek real quick because
what did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you about Killer Creek?
Okay, let it be legal here on the show live. Beau was 100% accurate about all the things he said about Killer Creek. I want that to be clear.
Did you say that Beau was right?
Beau was 100% right. And I want to catch everybody up. And I told Harley this when I went out to meeting them for the first time. I was like, I've never ridden y'all's bikes, so I can't comment on how they were, how they are, or anything. I'm not here to do that. That's not my place. That's not the information I've experienced. But what I have experienced is I've gone to a few of y'all's dealers, and they're fucking assholes.
Yeah.
I have nothing against you guys as a company, but your dealer network are fucking douchebags. So much to the fact that before Harley reached out, I had nothing bad to say about Harley, the company, but I had a lot of experience to express about the dealer network.
And I think I said then, I was like, your experience has been outside of the perimeter. It's been in the more...
You have been saying Killer Creek is a good spot for a very long time now, but I had such bad experiences. I was like, dude, I don't even care. I don't have to go check out a Harley
spot.
thing.
Met the owner.
The owner was there.
A lot of the cool, people that worked there. They were all real cool.
We had granted, we were there to pick up a motorcycle.
I think you knew like 5 minutes in because I asked you. I was like, "How was your experience?" You're like, "Oh yeah."
I know that's the thing, though. That's the thing. At every other Harley dealer, I could go in there, and within the first 5 minutes, I could leave and tell you everything I needed to know about it. Same thing happened with Killer Creek. I walk in, and I'm like, this is not the same as the other place. Yeah. The dude that I was doing all my paperwork with, super cool guy. Yeah. Like, it did not have that, like, icky vibe.
Yeah, they have a nice variety of, like, ages, demographics, like, there's women and men and old guys, young guys, old school Harley guys with new school. Like,
there was a technician that I was like, God almighty, you are 100% a Harley technician.
Yeah.
It's whole cool. Beard and overalls, and I was like, bro, you are the guy.
Yeah. The only issue is, especially like down here in Georgia, and I'm sure it's true other places, is that when you go outside of areas that are varied, like, Atlanta's got young people of all different races and cultures and belief systems, like old, young, like it covers the gamut. And when you have places inside those pockets, right, it's just by design and nature that the people working there are also going to have this nice diverse, like, views on everything. So when you get into those places, you're going to have somebody there is going to be able to talk to you about what you're doing there, and nobody there is going to be like, fuck you. But like when you go out to the more homogenized areas that are like out in the sticks or off the, out in the cut, it's very homogenized. The people there is one type of person there, and it is not a place where like a fucking young city boy like Chase with his fixie cycle calves is gonna walk in and be like, oh yeah, we God damn,
I'm gonna regret that. Damn.
Everything we do is ammo. But yeah, it's one of those things where like it's every time I've gone into a dealership outside of the city of any kind, you get a certain type of person because it isn't like a culturally diverse place. So there's one type of people, and largely it's not gonna vibe.
Fair point. Killer
Creek's great, and it's huge, and they've been around for a while, and it was a good experience. I can now join Beau in recommending, if you guys are interested in a Harley, Killer Creek in Roswell, Georgia. Solid place. Those people are awesome. I would be happy to go back there. If I was in a position where I wanted to buy a Harley, there's no doubt that that's where I would go. 100%.
Yeah.
That's where I was looking for mine.
Oh, how convenient. Yeah. Okay, so you had some stuff you wanted to talk about with this Revolution Max engine. I know you and Trey have been digging into a lot more information. I just ride the things, and I know that I love the shit out of that bike, and I'm very excited for this new era of Harley with their new engine style.
Well, so like,
but you have way more information to give than me. I had experience with
the engine, but it was on different platforms, so it was tuned differently.
Right.
It's the same engine in the Pan America, and I said this when I got back when we were talking about it. I was like, that engine is like hero level. Like, it is the star of the show for their new lineup.
Oh, wait, before you keep going, you're talking about Pan America. We can officially say, and we're supposed to be promoting it, Beau and I will both be on Pan Americas.
This is news to me. Am I going to be on one?
Yeah. Yeah, we got the email the other day.
Did we?
We're both on Pan Americas for the...
No, you got the email.
Oh, sorry. So...
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Beau and I are going to the... What is it called? The Black Hills?
Yeah, Black Hills,
South Dakota for Get On ADV Fest.
Yeah.
We will both... so this photo was halfway right. Our Adventure Bros coming 2022. Beau is already on a Pan America. I look like I'm on a GS. Yep. We will both be on Pan Americas. We are extremely excited. I don't know how many videos we'll make out of that.
Yeah.
But we are both going to be there. Harley really freaking stepped up. We had a lot of things juggling in the air.
Originally, we were going to get bikes here and then ride them up there, and then
we had a lot of logistical things we were trying to work through.
So that's cool. We got a couple of rides. We're doing a couple of videos. We're going to be up there.
It's just going to be me and Beau. We're not going to have the full production team, so they are going to kind of be more like dual vloggy.
But if you're into it or you're interested in it, you can
go to Revzilla's website.
Yeah, go to Revzilla's website and
get on ADV Fest, specifically the Black Hills.
Yeah,
they have one.
I think it just happened.
Oh no, I think they're doing test rides right now. They're going to have it either this weekend or next, whichever.
The one in California.
Yes, they're doing.
So
two.
I don't know if they're going to do that with this one in July, but in the one in California, they have rides of all varying degrees of difficulty they take people on, including pavement only. So you can experience lots of stuff, and you can get tickets and go. And I would suggest, if you're interested in it.
Yeah. I'm personally super excited to go. The icing on the cake
is I will be there, and I will be wearing this onesie. So
I was telling Heather this. I'm super excited to go because you at these ADV Fest, like they have training sessions that you can go to, and you have professional people teach you good skills of like how to ride. Yeah. And you guys know I've been talking about on the show a lot. I would love to eventually, within the next maybe year or so, get a T7, and that would translate perfectly over to a lighter platform.
Well, it's also an interesting perspective for you for doing this kind of stuff. Just like with the cruisers, you're experiencing a whole different side of motorcycling.
Yeah, I feel like I'm diving
outside
into
of your comfort zone.
Yeah,
and I don't know. The way you talk about the Sportster S is the way I feel like I talked about the all the different bikes that you've basically forced me to ride. Like, you pushed me outside of my comfort zone and riding bikes that I wouldn't have normally ridden.
Right.
Like the Speed Triple, which I actually ended up loving.
Yeah.
You know.
You never know. Yeah. Honestly, it does not matter.
Let me ask
what
you
the bike
this:
is or
like
anything.
the first time you got on the Sportster S, were you like, I'm a grown ass man and I just learned a new thing about myself?
I think the first thing I had to overcome when I first saw the Sportster S, I was in a hotel lobby. I will not forget this. And I saw out of my peripheral a guy pushing a bike, and I'm a motorcyclist, so if I see a bike being pushed through a fucking hotel lobby, I look, and I quickly like, ooh, a motorcycle. I look back, and he was pushing it past a table, and I couldn't see it past the table because it's so short, it sits so low.
It looks like it is, but when you get on it, it's not actually that
it's
low.
not, but when you, like, if I look, I can't see it. I know it's back here behind the camera.
It's squat as fuck.
Yeah. But when I sat on it, I think I was just like,
well, it's like when you rode it the first time and you got that motion, did you have that moment? You're like, I don't know what is real anymore.
No, so
like my brain did not process
what my brain did with that was, it was the first time I think we were getting on the highway on the group ride, and the individual in front of me was not proceeding at the speed that I wished to have been proceeding.
Yeah.
And I was like, you could tell that he was taking it a lot more easy than I wanted to. Yeah. So I was like, well, I'll just pass this guy and catch up to the group, because he was way behind the group.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was in sport mode, but I think I might have been accidentally in sport mode.
Yeah.
And it's in the video. I not gun it, but like I give it some throttle, and I'm like, wait, hold the fucking phone.
Yeah.
This is the experience I enjoy getting out of motorcycles. I'm getting it out of something that I didn't think cruisers were supposed to do this.
Okay, so that's a very awesome point you just made, because that's the same experience, and I think I even used these words in the video for the Pan Am, is that motor was so surprising because it was so refined and so optimized.
Yeah.
Like, out the gate, it was just such a departure from big lumbering like tractor of a motor that like big V twins are. It's
and you've
all
ridden
punch.
so that's coming from somebody that has ridden Harleys previously.
Yeah.
So you have that kind of previous experience to
when
judge
I
it
got
against.
on the road and wound it up and I felt it just rev straight through. It was just pushing the whole way through.
Right.
I was like, this is fucking rad. This engine is rad. And then we started looking into it, me and Trey, more about like the actual specs. Now, so I got a little bit of the engineering insight from when I was at the Pan America event. and they were showing you like these hydraulic, adjusters for the valves.
To be fair to Harley, they did all that for us,
Yeah.
but like I didn't. If you come into something with not having any previous knowledge, that knowledge doesn't mean anything.
I started to zone out on it, but then they got to some of the cool stuff, and I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. Like it's a great engine, and it performs more like a European motor, which to some people aren't going to like it. Harley people aren't going to like it.
You're talking like traditional Harley people? Okay.
The new Sportster, the engine is the same. And in fact, it's more performance driven than what the Pan America was tuned down a little bit.
Right. Bro, that Sportster S is
Shade Tree asked, just fucking outright asked the Harley guy, is like, is there anything left in this motor? Because that's the thing that people love about Harley, some people love about Harleys, is that the manufacturer leaves some left to be found in aftermarket.
Oh, okay.
And they said, no, we designed this thing from the ground up to be as much potential as it could possibly be out the gate, so that we give you the everything this thing has. It is super. I think he used the word optimized. It's supremely optimized, and the engine is fantastic. Like, absolutely fantastic. It sounds like it's a bucket of bolts. It's just got so many weird sounds coming from it. It's a modern engine. It's got, like I said, it's got the hydraulic valves, so it never needs a valve.
You bring up the way you just verbalized something was very interesting to me. Do you remember when I don't know if it was before or after I got back from the Sportster S launch, but one of my comments that I made about the Sportster S was, the Sportster S seems to be the cruiser that will open the door to the cruiser segment for a lot of people like me.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that engine being more, we'll just call it Euro-esque.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
by the
is
way, I
one
think
of
it's a good thing. I don't want to.
No, I'm wondering if that's why I love this motorcycle so much, because there are little things that make me feel more comfortable and familiar with what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But and by giving me that comfort level in certain areas, it allows me to feel more open to try things out, because I would have never known how much I love that motorcycle had I not ridden it and given it an opportunity and had those little comfort segments to be like, well, the engine's kind of Euro-esque, so like maybe I'll go try that out.
I think okay, so like clearly the design ethos for the Revolution Max engine is very much the antithesis to Harley's lineage. Harley has always been a bike for builders.
Okay.
And like it's always been about like, let's refine the things that we have and sink all of our time in the R&D for making the basics good and leave the rest for the aftermarket. That's been a design philosophy for years and years and years. And it's some of the things that people love about Harley. There's not going to be a lot unless you have the ability to go for it. Like, there's going to be some aftermarket, okay? That's just going to happen.
Right.
But the real clever folks are going to be the ones doing the crazy mods to them.
Right.
That's going to be like the really invested like builders and customizers. But like out of the box, I personally prefer a motorcycle that I don't go look at it and go like, oh, well, I would change this. There's a few things on this thing that I would change, like the hideous exhaust and the horrible seat. Yeah. Like, I would change that immediately. But like everything else, I absolutely love. And that to me is, I mean, that's a comfort thing or an aesthetic thing. But like changing the way that things function mechanically.
Right.
Like, if you give me a bike and it comes out of the box and I go, that's a good bike, I wouldn't change anything like structurally or anything like that. And like maybe put a better seat on it. Or change the pipe or make it a little bit louder or whatever the case. Yeah. To me, that's you've done a fantastic job, and that is a very European and Japanese style of. Yeah,
it gives you enough to customize it to make you feel like it's yours.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, I don't, you don't cam it out and, you do all this crazy stuff, like put, forward controls on like my bike came out with mid controls and a drag bar, and I put 12-inch apes on it and forward controls and a pipe and air filter and all this other stuff. And like, now it feels punchy and it rides the way that I like to ride. But a lot of these bikes like this, like the Pan Am, wouldn't fucking touch it. I wouldn't change a thing.
Right.
The Sportster S, literally, I would even be okay with just a better seat. And maybe
what do you
maybe
I don't you probably mentioned it to me here in the shop, but what do you not like about the seat specifically?
I without having ridden it at all, just looking at it, I can tell you that my gigantic ass would be so uncomfortable.
That is a
seat.
Personal problem that you have.
That's what I'm saying. That's a very personal change I would make. To
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like everything else, you're not really doing anything to the engine unless you're like one of those people that like. That's your thing, is to eke out every
but at that
single
point,
percentage.
Yeah, you're a custom bike builder that rips a bike. Any bike you get, you're going to rip it to pieces and customize it.
I dig it, man.
I'm sitting here. I've got the Sportster S page pulled up, and we have another cruiser here in the shop right now that I think is a great cruiser, but its seat does not fit the bike.
Yeah,
it is a terrible seat.
100%.
I'm looking at the Sportster S, and like this seat does not look like it does as good of a job as it actually does.
Yeah, it does. I can see how it would do a better job than the other seat, but like it's a thin little tiny little boy.
I honestly have not found issue with the seat.
I do hate the exhaust. I hate it.
I kind of our Sportster S, as you guys probably saw in the video, we got the white one, so we're showing a green one right here. But if I'm going to be honest, I saw a lot of I made a post on Instagram and it was like, just picked up my first Harley or whatever. A lot of people comment on the exhaust. Like it seems like universal that nobody seems to like the exhaust. I'm kind of maybe this says everything it needs to say, but like I just don't care about it. It's just like it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm probably too old, but like bikes that are just loud to be loud for me these days is not the
I don't
move.
even care about the loudness. And then here's the thing.
You're talking visually.
Here's the thing.
You don't like them.
Here's the thing. Okay.
Tell me the thing.
For like my, like the big V twins that I like. I like a loud exhaust because I love that little thumpy, lopey burst of sound.
Right.
But growing up, all of my cars, we did a lot of like tuning ourselves, and we did autocross, and I never put loud exhaust on those cars because we did so much work to the engine that I liked the sound of the engine more than anything else. And when you have a loud exhaust on a great sounding engine, it kind of takes away. So, and I've wound the shit out of the Rev Max, out on the Pan Am ride, and I liked the sound of it. So I would never want to change the sound of it.
Gotcha.
But I just hate the placement.
Do we know if there are, like, who makes exhaust for a Sportster S?
I mean, so here's the thing. There's not a lot. Somebody else in chat was saying it. There's not a lot right now. But, I mean, it's a relatively new bike, and it's a completely different platform with a completely different engine. So I imagine people are making it now.
Wait, not Sportster. We need Sportster S.
Yeah, so that's what you're going to have the problem, right?
Huh.
What do we got?
I don't know how I feel about that.
See, I don't know.
The bike doesn't seem balanced like that.
Yeah, if I were going to do it, it would be a turn down of some sort. Like with a. I think that going high is weird. Also, the problem is if you get rid of the exhaust, you still have that extra long flap on the side. You know what I mean?
True. I think there's something about the rear tire doesn't seem balanced without that thick exhaust right here.
Well,
that's really
here's the thing about that. If you put a lift or a taller spring on that back, which I believe it deserves.
Yeah, anything to add more comfort to that.
It would bring, I mean, you increase your increase or decrease your rake. You change the rake at the front end, but you give it a little height in the back. I think that balance would be fine.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's so squat in the back end that when you do that, like imagine if the space between that rear wheel and the fender was a little bit more.
Right.
I don't think that would look half bad.
Yeah, I don't know. This exhaust, it does not do it for me.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any more out there. That one was a Two Brothers exhaust.
Yeah, they're usually pretty quick on it. The people are just looking for it on forums.
Yeah, exactly. And Two Brothers.
That tells you what you need to know.
Yeah, if you're going to forums these days to find exhaust for bikes, then there's a lack of it in the market.
The companies are usually pretty quick when they see the excitement for a bike goes up and up and up, and when more people are buying it, more people are able to it's going to be interesting. The good news is,
I mean, this doesn't look bad.
What do we got? Hold on. Bring it up.
Oh my god. That I could sign off on that.
Yeah,
that I like.
That it seems. So my problem, I don't think, is the style. It's the sheer size of the exhaust.
Well, this does better
stock.
of like blending in, and it. So there's some design under the seat where you need a thick element right here, because when you had that small exhaust we were just looking at, the Tuberos, it's like it showed too much wheel.
Also, that one seems like it's sitting a little bit differently. That belly pan isn't flat.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I like this a lot, though.
Yeah.
What company is this doing that?
I don't know.
It might be time to reach out.
Well, so here, hold on for a second.
MCJ exhaust
now,
system.
Let's hold off for a second, because we aren't touching this with mods for a while.
Oh my God, 1650.
Yeah. No.
Shoo.
Stop.
Sorry.
Close it. Because we're not there yet.
I don't want to close it.
We're not there yet. Because we've got at least 6 months of just running it around like it is currently.
Yeah, no, true. We're not gonna be changing.
And then by the time that we're going to be going into customization, it's going to be there's going to be a brief period of time where we see what Harley has in their catalog, and we're going to just fill it with parts like that.
Wait, does Harley sell exhausts in their catalog?
Yeah, they haven't done anything with Screaming Eagle yet. They haven't. They have a whole accessories department that does that. So the way it'll probably happen is like we'll be 5-6 months we'll be making content as a stock bike, because that's what people need to know about.
That's the job,
right? Yeah. And then it'll be some time where we go, okay, Harley, what do you have in your catalog now? Let's just put as much as we can on it and see what we can make within that scope.
Right.
And then it is going to be our like.
We got stages we got to work.
Yeah,
and then
we go, okay, let's do the craziest shit we can. By the time we get to the craziest shit we can, it's going to have been out long enough that we will find more and more and more.
That's actually a really good point. I like we haven't. I mean, we've talked about what we're doing with the bike and all, but like we haven't really talked about it like that. And the fact that stage one of our content creation process is we need to make content for all the people that are just wanting to buy the motorcycle and then know about it. Right? Stock exhaust, nothing changes. Stock bike and nothing changes.
Yeah.
Step 2 is, okay, what does Harley have available?
Yeah.
And what can we do just through Harley?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We've exhausted that. Now, at that point, the cocoon is opening, and we make whatever bike we want to make out of it.
Yeah.
That's going to be really interesting.
And like I said, by that time, there will have been more
aftermarket should have adopted it at that point.
Or at least getting to that point, you know?
If anything, we just need to like paint these black, boy. Call it a day.
I just think that the size of them are my problem.
Possibly so. I think part of it is the shield, but these things do get hot. You'll see this. You said you're going to take it this weekend to Moto of America?
Yeah.
Moto of America.
Motos of America.
Right.
We're the kings of the baggers.
Ah, yes, the king of the baggers.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, yeah, guys, obviously, if you guys can't tell, we are super excited. I've been in love with this bike since I rode it late last year. Yeah. And just getting to ride it home, knowing that we're going to be able to set the camera car up and get all of our shots with that bike. Not that Harley's guys didn't do a good job when we were out there, but like, bruh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I want to see all the cool footage we can get of this thing.
It's such a, and I cannot state this enough. This is such a cool opportunity. I cannot express how awesome it is that we have a cheerleader on our side, like, on the inside, who's like not just us specifically, I mean us, the collective royal us of content creators, who is going like he sees the value in working with people and making things happen. Yeah, because it does allow us to do much cooler stuff. And I don't know if you know this about us, do we like working with motorcycles?
We do. We didn't do the Cardo spot. We need to do the Cardo spot real quick.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so guys, we are sponsored by Cardo. They are awesome sponsor on the channel, and we got we got invested. Here's what you guys got to do.
Bring it up on the screen. I'll put this.
It's already up on the screen.
Okay, you guys type that in the chat. Air support, one word. Support. Doesn't matter. It's not case sensitive. Just it is one word. Air support. If you type that in, you can win a. What are we giving away?
Cardo Spirit.
Cardo Spirit.
And guys, this is only for live people, so it is all the more reason to watch us live. It's we want people here live interacting with the show and stuff like that.
Also, we've had 2 winners that and I'm going to say this, like, okay, things are crazy right now in the world.
Yeah.
on top of that, we've had our contact with Cardo.
Yep.
I think they were at like Coda or something like that.
Bro, everybody was.
There
at
was
Coda.
a big push, so they are a little behind. That we are working through that. So everybody who wins, we're also going to be working on a way for us to know exactly what happens when we send it out to them to get sent.
Right.
So thank you for your continued patience.
Also,
I also know Jamil is in chat today, and I haven't forgotten about you, bud.
Also, I saw some questions. If you guys are just tuning in here at the end of the show, we being the shop and everybody in the shop other than Chase is going to be at Moto America this weekend.
I'll be
watching
there
the King of the
Saturday
Baggers.
and Sunday.
You're going to be there for Saturday and Sunday. We don't know what days the other guys are going to be there, but literally everybody in the shop other than me is
I
going to be there.
I want to catch the qualifier for.
Will you guys take video so I can watch?
I can try. We are. I'm going to be there for the qualifier for the King of the Baggers and the hooligan race 1 on Saturday, and I think we're going to do like a walk on Saturday as well.
You guys make sure if you
and
see
then
Beau,
Saturday I'll be there. For
ask him why he's not in his Bucky's onesie.
Because it'll be like fucking 80 degrees and I'll die.
Also, everybody should take a photo with Beau and then send it, like tag me in it so I can see all the photos.
But then I'll be there Sunday for King of the Baggers, the race, and race 2 of the hooligan.
Hey, you can meet Yonto. # not Trey.
Yeah, bud.
All right,
Absolutely.
so
I think Jenny, I think was in there saying she's gonna be at the ADV Fest in South Hills. So that's awesome.
whoop.
Yeah, come find us when we're at things like this. If you're gonna be there, let me know. You can hop on our Discord and get in contact with us.
Look at you with a Discord push here at the end of the show.
All right, we got a whole bunch of people. So I'm gonna roll it and see who wins.
Roll it, baby. Let's see who's getting
Cardo
it.
Spirit is going
Who's
to
walking out here with Cardo Spirit?
the best name ever, Clive O'Mahony. Fucking love that.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
You know that guy's going to go home and have a glass of whiskey.
Yeah, bud. That's awesome.
That was pretty cool.
All right, so
congrats, Clive.
Yeah,
Congrats on your Cardo. Yeah, why am I clapping? We have buttons for this.
Yeah, yeah, bud. Send me an email. Beau, Beau at chaseontwowheels.com, and then put the episode number in it and screenshot your YouTube user page, and then we'll send you out the form to go get a Cardo Spirit.
Yep, good times, man.
That
enjoy
was fun. I'm sorry that we forgot that.
it. I mean, hey, we got it in the time.
We've done better than I thought we would have.
The fact that we've gotten this far in this show.
We have at least spent 20% of the episode talking about
the actual
Sportster.
topic. I think these guys don't tune in for the topics. I don't think.
I don't know. Sometimes I do.
Maybe they might, but I feel like the guys that watch every week, they watch probably 10% to see what the topic is, and the other 10% to just it's a fun.
I want to be the person who was like, I came here to hear about the Sportster S and nothing else.
There was a comment on the Live on Two Wheels YouTube video one time of unwatchable. It took you guys 20 minutes to get to the topic, and I'm like, bruh, if you want organized motorcycle videos, go to the fucking Chase on Two Wheels channel.
Plenty of those.
Yeah, we do that 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Give us a moment to just enjoy ourselves and have a conversation and not be stressed as shit that my video is 2 seconds longer than it should be.
Yeah.
God.
I spend my entire life culling minutes out of our content.
really
I'm not going to do it here.
All right, guys. So that's that. Let's go over to our final segments. Do you have any final stuff about the Sportster that you want to knock out real fast?
I can't wait to fucking ride it.
Yeah, you're going to have to give us an update, let Nick show about what you thought about after riding this weekend. And I'm super excited to finally have it here. It finally happened. I didn't jinx it, and we have our very Harley Davidson, an American company, giving us the first bike we were ever given.
Yeah, first shot bike, and
that's really cool.
I'm really excited to see what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna ask also. You're going to have to put me on a leash because I have so many ideas for this thing.
Noted. If somebody could fabricate some sort of leash that I can make Beau wear, it'd be great.
It's got to be beaver.
It has to match his...
Beaver appropriate.
Yeah, somebody send a Bucky's leash over. All right, guys. So before we get... They probably do. Before we get to our Discord segment, we got to go through our Smort Answers Only, which is our little sub-community over on Discord. Ghost is wiggling his things to show me.
Yeah, I see it in the corner of my eye, and I can't figure. My brain just would not look
I get
over there. Poor
distracted
Ghost.
sometimes too.
God, the Wrangler
I don't think I
fucking
posted
beavers.
a Smart Answers only thing in the community post, so I don't know what this is about to be.
Okay,
So
let's
hold your butts.
Yep.
Smart Answers only. Check out my new video when you forget to ask for Smart Answers only in the community post yet again. Straight out the gate. Straight savage right out the gate.
That's amazing.
Chase riding a potato.
Yep.
Good times.
That's good. I want that to be the only
I
thing.
am excited
Go
about
to
the
the next one.
creativity I'm about
Go
to see.
to the next one. Okay.
Have a group of very dedicated meme people. Give them their own segment based on community input. Forget to make community posts with questions. Forget to make community posts with questions.
Giving me life.
Yeah.
All right, next. Chase is...
Brian.
The arrow's pointing to you.
Brian saying, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. If you're a parent, you get it. And then I'm in the background of this photo, and Brian does look disappointed 100%.
Yeah.
And then I'm in the background writing something on a dry erase board, and I look like I'm in timeout. Oh, it's Chase in timeout again because he forgot the community post. Again. I'm sorry that I disappointed you, smart team.
This is amazing.
Oh, my God. This is kind of amazing, honestly. Oh, my God. So we have a photo of Chase thinking of a potato.
Yeah.
In front of a Buc-ee's with Beau on the side of the screen in a Buc-ee's onesie holding a spinning sign that says didn't ask for smart questions. These are great.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking up because I'm being incentivized to not post a community post.
Don't do them, people.
I'm not going to do them bad, but like this is hilarious. A Tale of Two Smarts. A movie I would watch. I'm in need of sponsors, Suzuki. Help a smart out.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get any help from our channel to get a sponsorship from Suzuki.
Yeah, you're barking up the wrong...
Oh, my God. This is great.
Hilarious.
SmartCon 2022, Nashville, Tennessee. Date, August 26th through 28th.
I'm going to have to look at my calendar, man, because I really want to go there.
Can you hear that my allergy medicine is leaving?
Yeah, especially when you did the...
That was not me. That was not me. I did not do it. All right. Sorry, my allergy medicine is leaving me like it did last night.
I can't edit it out of...
Good job,
streams.
Team Smart. Even with this just shows you guys don't need me at all.
God damn it.
You guys are great without me.
God damn it.
I would argue you're better.
No.
All right, guys. Smart guys, I promise I will. I don't know if I can promise. I will do my best to make a community post next week. So that we have a Smart Answers only.
Let's...
All right, time for Discord. All right. All right, so season 2, let's pick someone. Let's see what we got. We got a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up on my other computer because I'm a baller.
Oh my God.
And then let's see what we got. All right, you ready?
Yeah. So
bring it
first
up on
one,
your screen.
First one from Andy. We got a dude at a grave, and on the grave it says "Everyone trying to meme," and then it's a dude standing next to a pile of dirt with a peace sign saying "Smart Industries."
That's fair. You guys are quick with it.
That is fair. Next up, when it finally instead of starts, smarts. That's fucking great. I love that. That's a little deep cut on WBR Garage. Weekend at Buc-ee's. Yes. Ghost. That's great. Oh my God.
That's fucking great.
Is Ghost like a liaison for Smart?
Yeah, right?
When the fart is too strong, even you can.
Well, I was bringing heat in that car. We ate so much. I feel sorry for your brand new seats and also Trey.
Oh my God. That was Beau last night at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. I was lighting that bitch up.
The wizard will now install your software next. It's Gandalf with a Mac Pro. Hold on. I love that. I love that so much. Wi-Fi connected. Me. To fucking act like it.
That's us.
I was about to say, this is us every Thursday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Literally at, I think it was like 3:54, Beau goes, oh, for some reason our internet's he was uploading the first drive for tomorrow. Yeah. He goes, for some reason our internet's being weird. And I'm like, perfect thing to happen 30 minutes before a live show. Yeah. One day, if our internet shits on this show, I have a Comcast card. A guy just walks in here, was awkward as fuck, and he was like, Here, if you ever need to call about problems, call me directly.
Oh, we will.
I'm gonna post his shit on this show so everyone can call him. That's what. I just wait for it. Okay, Yanto hashtag not Trey. I love you. I just can't tell them.
It's a Suzuki saying that to a Yamaha.
I get it.
Bill Davis, thank you for the super chat. Says get the Twin Brothers exhaust.
Well, Bill, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for it, and we will see. Almost there. Seated up iron. This was
Right
me at 2:30 in the morning last night.
It was the saddest stop at a Buc-ee's I've ever had.
It was that ride home.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't know. Smart Beaver. I love that we have you in a onesie as ammo for Smart. Do you think that the Smart guys have just like green screens of cutouts of all the things they want in a library?
They do.
How amazing would that be?
It's amazing.
Next up, I'm looking for Beau. My name is Bucky. The thing is, though, in that photo, you look like the cop with those glasses on.
I had a serious moment of like my buddy Will was like, I saw he's like nice riding suit. I don't ever want you to get pulled over or arrested, but if you do, I want it to be in the outfit. And I was like, oh god, watch today to be the first time in years I get pulled over and I have to talk to a cop looking like this.
I would love that so much. Why are you talking to a beaver? Look, he came in and took the mic. It's me talking to the same cop that was pulling Beau over. Oh, by the way, guys, so we went to multiple Buc-ee's yesterday.
Yeah.
And Beau bought this at the first one.
Yeah, I bought this on the first one. The second one we went to, I was wearing it, and I went inside. And I just straight-faced as fuck. People were losing their minds. I go to get my drink out of the fridge in the back, and this kid, he's like, I like your fit. And I was like, thanks. He's like, do you work here? Because I'm also wearing, Buc-ee shoes. And he goes, do you work here? And I go, nope. He's like, that's actually hilarious.
Clearly, everybody goes in Buc-ee's like, wow, nobody buys this shit. And then you come in there, and he's like, this dude
non-ironically wearing the shit out of it.
Yeah, you're not recording some YouTube video. No. You're just a dude who bought all the Buc-ee's shit. Anyway, next up, we got when you're 10 years old, starts making smart memes. Is it just me, or does motorcycle cranking up sound like fart noises? Did you just fart? No.
Nice.
That was last night.
Nice.
The amount of fart jokes that were being made. Oh, God. You did say you look like poo.
I did.
Oh, my God. It's okay,
Chase. It's got
Chase.
a very Winnie the Pooh feel right here.
Oh, my God. It's okay, Chase. I'm sure your tail will feel better soon. Yep. Chase's tail between his legs. Beau as Pooh, who... you fit in really well here.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Who the hell did that? Yanto. Fucking course you did. Yanto, who has already grabbed a screen grab of me showing my calves, which I regretted the moment I did it.
Yeah.
That's right. I skipped leg days for Live on Two Wheels. Smart. With glasses. Oh, Yanto. Hashtag not true. That was great. All right. When you got to smart, you got to smart. It's true, though.
Yeah.
One does have to
Look
smart.
how happy you are in that picture.
Also, who's back here?
Peeing on the electric bike.
Tisk.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where they got that video. Do you think that's a photo of one of them? That'd be hilarious.
I don't know.
All right, moving on. Uh-oh.
It started.
Okay, well, he skips leg day a lot. Yeah, the leg memes have begun.
This is a new thing that I love.
Oh, God. Is this Trey's 09? Yanto Trey needs to know. Yanto Trey, yes, that is Trey's
It's producer
bike,
Trey's. Yeah.
not Trey. Yes, producer Trey. That is his 09.
Yeah?
Look at you guys having... I'm scared to click.
I don't think Bucky
You're gonna
sells
have
that.
to leash me. Oh, no. Oh, no.
If you don't think I would wear that on live, you're fucking sorely mistaken. I get the ghost seal approval. It's getting live updates.
Oh no. Oh no. I can't even have that on screen.
That's fucking amazing.
We're probably going to get demonetized.
It's not going to look anything like that. I just want to set the expectations realistically.
Oh my Jesus. All right. Do you have one that has to win?
No, this is on you, man. My brain is out.
I mean, if I'm going to... The Wizard got me good.
Yeah.
And I don't think this person has won before.
No, I believe they have. I will say this. Yes. Okay. He's the one who can't buy anything.
Oh, damn it.
But okay, so let's put this to a vote.
So if I was gonna pick, like, I think this one hit me the hardest because I didn't expect it to be done.
I'm a big fan.
If you guys vote on that fucking leash thing, I swear to God.
Oh yeah, they have bombed it. It's gotten the most.
Oh, damn it. All right, Small Bore.
It's either that or another one that Small Bore did, which is the Winnie the Pooh one. So
okay, Small Bore has to win. Community has voted.
Community has spoken.
Oh my God! You guys continue. Stop!
Yeah.
Oh my God! It won't stop.
We're heading.
No! Stop! What is happening?
All right, I guess we're hitting Amazon.
No, this will not be a thing. You got. Fam, what is happening?
This is the best thing that I have ever seen.
You guys are literally spamming every emoji that exists on the Discord.
I'm gonna pass it. Oh, that's amazing, and I love each and every one of you.
God.
And if you don't think that I'm going to go to Amazon and find one,
you can only wear that if you wear it on top of the Buc-ee's one.
you don't think that's what I had in my head?
I'm just making sure that you're clear that this shit ain't happening in the shop, fam.
I have no problem with being shirtless, but I also know a good gag when I see one.
Oh God.
That is the best thing I've ever seen.
That might be the most reacted to image we've ever had on Discord, to be honest.
Oh, Small Bore,
Small Bore,
buddy,
you deserve every bit of that $50, bud. Ghost just posted a photo that says, "We appreciate your enthusiasm, but ... Your reaction was not added because there was too many reactions on this message."
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was great.
That's the best thing
what
ever.
a great way to sum it up.
Yeah, bud.
Oh my good God.
All right, so on that note, we got Sportster S content coming.
We have you just as a cutout, just casual. I can just move Beau around. Right? Hi guys, my name is Beau and I have a Bucky onesie. I'm about to have a Bucky's onesie and a leash. Yay! I'm jumping up and down in excitement.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. I am so done.
I'm sweating.
No, you're in a onesie, bud. You're in a onesie. All right, dudes. So, update for next week.
Yeah.
The shoot that we've been having pushed back is supposedly happening next week, rain or shine. So, next week might be a little strange. It's probably going to be on location at a shoot.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be in an Airbnb or something. So, if it's weird, that's why. And we need an easy one next week.
Yeah.
So, do you think we should just have like a community like a talk session and we just answer questions?
So, what we should do, let's do a Q&A.
Because that way we don't have to prep anything because we are going to have a really busy shoot week.
Yeah, let's do it. I would like to do a Q&A. We can.
I can actually do the community question and to say we're going to do a big Q&A for Live on Two Wheels.
We can reach out to people and get like questions and like you talk with chat, kind of.
Oh, is there a way for people to like submit video questions? Because that would be cool if we could get video questions where they could submit a video and then we play the video.
I can look into a way to archive it.
Okay.
And we'll post a community post once we're at that point.
Right.
Yeah. And yes,
Luke says we'll probably have better Wi-Fi at an Airbnb. Oh my God, we totally would. All right, guys. So we'll post early next week. Community post. You had the onesie's gone, baby. Lord God.
I just like steam coming off me. Yeah, so we'll do like a
big Q&A next week.
Yeah.
If you guys have anything you guys want to ask us, we can kind of dive into stuff, and then we'll just answer as many as we can next week. And that way, if you guys have questions that you want us to answer about hyper-specific stuff, what bike should you ride? Ask us anything about like the show or our other shows or food.
Yeah.
Or what
music?
What's your favorite?
Games.
What's your favorite onesie that you have?
You know, it's just whatever.
Wait, do you have multiple onesies?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have multiple onesies.
No.
I don't trust that answer at all.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're done. We're done. We will see you guys next week. Make sure to check out that community post okay.
We'll get the community post out there, and we love you.
You guys are awesome. Go check out the Live on Two Wheels YouTube page if you're just getting in here. This video will go up tomorrow, won't it, Beau?
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, I'll be shooting a wedding, but I trust you.
Okay.
All right, dudes, you guys are awesome. Hope you have a phenomenal weekend. If you're going to Moto America, make sure to grab tickets at that link in the description. Go hang out with all the guys in the shop. We will see y'all guys in a really weird-ass live show next week. Can't wait for that. Cheers. Goodbye.